update for you. Traveling west on I-40 in Tennessee, between Nashville and Jackson, Tennessee. And you know, I think I mentioned incorrectly earlier that you know, this load delivers tomorrow in Terrell, Texas. And when I first looked at the map on my work order, I thought I was looking at Austin, Texas. And I think I mentioned that Terrell was down near Austin and I wouldn't be able to get home until Saturday. But when I looked at it a little closer later, you know, I was kind of questioning myself because I didn't think Terrell was down there by Austin, and it's not. It's kind of on the northeast side of Dallas. So I need to correct that. And you know, that makes it more possible that I can get home tomorrow, because I'm going to try to get back to the North Little Rock Maverick yard this evening. Unless I get caught up in Memphis traffic, I should have enough time to get there with maybe 15 minutes to spare. You know, I can always PC in there if I'm close, but that's what I'm trying to do. And then that'll leave me, you know, maybe 4.5, 5 hours to go tomorrow. Get an early start. You know, depending on where they send me to reload, it's doable. I might still get home tomorrow. So yeah, there's still hope. Still hope. Woo! Went through a little rain back there too, near Nashville. That was kind of weird. Hadn't had any rain in a while, and all of a sudden it rained hard for about 10 minutes. That was it. Somebody had sent me an email earlier asking a question if I've ever had a DOT inspection. You know, if I've ever had to do an inspection. Yes, I have. And you know, if you go, I know I've got a lot of videos, over 200 videos out there now, but if you go back a few months, I actually have one titled something about a DOT inspection. I got stopped in Kentucky early one morning, and the officer did a full inspection on me, and I passed. I wasn't able to film the whole thing, but I talked about it. And I also got stopped just across the Missouri border on I-55, just north of the Arkansas line. Gosh, a couple of years ago, and I didn't fully pass that one. The officer wrote me up for having on the back trailer axle there were two of the airlines that were touching, and he said that's considered chafing and against the rules. And if you notice, you know, our trailer airlines usually have these little plastic separators on them. You know, you have to look at those because sometimes they break, and you know, the lines will rub against each other and eventually cause a leak. I'm sure that's why it's a rule. But you know, I'd only had that trailer for like 2 days, and you know, I probably would have never noticed that, honestly. I'd have had to look. I mean, I do look closer now, but he wrote me up a violation for that. There's no fine involved or anything, but it was I guess a strike against my safety, or against Maverick's scores. I'm not sure how all that works. So there's your answer on the DOT inspection. That's one reason why, you know, you you don't want to be playing around with your ELD, you know, your log books, because that last time when the inspection I mentioned in Kentucky, I mean, he actually took my tablet, and I think there's a way that he can send my ELD, my logs, to his system, his computer. He went inside for a good 10 or 12 minutes, you know, and said he was going to check things out and all. And I'm sure, you know, if I'd been playing around with my logs there, and you know, that's where I'd have got caught, because I don't play around with my logs. I only use PC, you know, if I have to get home or to get somewhere to park. Like I think it was last night, I had stopped at a Pilot, but it was a small Pilot. It only had about 60 parking spots, and I was gonna try to park there, and there weren't any spots, and I only had about 10 more minutes left on my clock. So I went onto the Pilot app. There's another Pilot about 20 miles down the road that still had some reservable spots, so I reserved a spot and PC'd most of the way there. But you know, that's a legitimate use of PC. But like I mentioned before, you know, I know people that use PC darn near every day incorrectly. Let's just say that. And they don't feel like there's any problem with it, because they've never been inspected. They've never gotten caught. So anyway, that's it for the DOT inspection. Oh, I will say, I should have mentioned this earlier, but the first time I got inspected there in Missouri, that officer looked back. I mean, he only looked back like a week or two. He didn't forward my ELD into his computer and go study it. He just looked back a week or two on my tablet, and you know, there was no issues. But you know, that's what you got to deal with. But all right, guys, just wanted to give you a little footage here of the Tennessee roadway, heading west on a Thursday afternoon. All right, more later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it has gotten dark, but I am approaching the Maverick North Little Rock yard. Gonna park here for the night, and I have 4 minutes on my clock. Woo, man. So let's get in there. There's the driving academy to the right. Nothing going on there right now. And we're approaching the main yard. Some guy walking out in front of the property. Guess he just lives around here. All right, let's get this gate open and get parked. Wow, the truck wash is still going, and there's 3 trucks in line. I think I'll save that for another time. When I passed by on the freeway, I thought I saw a couple of spots open right over here, but they may be gone by now. Yep, looks like they are. There's one on the end over here though. That'll work. That'll work. Well, there's the training building. Looks like it's pretty vacant right now. All the trainees are probably at their hotel studying or resting, which is what I'm about to do. Oh boy, let's get this sucker parked. All right, let me get this parked and then I'll get back to you. I got a couple things I want to talk about. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to mention real quick, I got emails from a couple of recent applicants. I've been trying to keep track of everyone. Nicholas, who lives in Columbus, Ohio, he had just applied last week and he got notification today that he's accepted, but he hadn't set a start date yet. Congratulations, Nicholas. I had emailed him the other day when I was, I camped out there just north of Columbus a couple of nights ago. But man, that's a good spot. Good freight spot right there, Columbus. And then Michael lives in Atlanta, had applied a couple of weeks back, got accepted, and has a start date set of November 7th. So congratulations, Michael. And then I got a couple other guys that are planning to start but had to postpone because they got COVID. That's a bummer. All right, so enough of that. Let me get out real quick and walk around. I stopped at the Love's right across the road over there and went ahead and filled up so I don't have to do it tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday and I'm going to try to save all the time I can on my clock tomorrow for delivering, getting reloaded, and getting home. So I wanted to go ahead and get a full tank tonight. Okay, so it's pretty quiet around here right now. It's about 7 p.m. Here's the load. I think I showed you this earlier. I'll try to show you the securements. I just couldn't do that when I was getting loaded. But basically, I've got 5 stacks of they're thin coils. There's like different amounts on the stacks. Like these 3 stacks back here had like, I don't know, maybe 6 coils stacked up. And then this one's a little shorter, and then this one's a lot shorter. So that's it. You can see truck wash is still busy. Got several trucks out here parked, just probably spending the night, or maybe they're taking some time off. There's the training bay, securement bay. They'll get started out here tomorrow, probably around 6 o'clock as I remember. But yeah, beautiful campus here at the Maverick main yard. Very nice facilities. I park my car over there. Usually there's a fenced in lot back there on the other side of the shop. I'll park over there sometimes, but I typically like to park over there. All right, guys, I got cleaned off my windshield, full tank of gas, ready to get going on Friday. I'll see you tomorrow in Texas. All right, guys, I decided to go over to the driver's lounge and get a shower. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to film a little bit of the grounds as I walk over there. So, this is just parking area. There's the shop over there, driver parking lot over there, training building, got classrooms. on the bottom floor and the top floor. Restrooms, refreshments, you know, vending machines. Got a big open area up here with tables where they serve lunch and breakfast. And some offices around on the other side. Guy in there just cleaning right now. This is where a lot of the office staff and training personnel parks. Here's the main office over there. Really nice facility. This is the, you know, one side of the shop. That building straight across the lot there is the Maverick Hotel. If you come here for training, you know, you might stay there, or if it's full, you'll go to the a nearby hotel. Closer shot of the, got a little pond there in front of the main office. And then they got lots of other trucks parked back here, and a big lot in the back there where you can park empty trailers. Another view of the shop from the back side. Got a basketball goal over here where some guys are shooting some hoops. There's a big walking trail around there too. All right, let me get inside here. I got to put my mask on. All right, guys, I've arrived here at my customer in Terrell, Texas. I got to back into that door right there. Once I get unsecured, pull into that gravel lot and back into there. But I wanted to show you, as promised, the securement on this load. So what I did is I got, because each one of these big stacks weighed like 1,200 or so pounds, give or take some. So I used 2 chains over each one. You can see you got a combination of number 1 hookups, number 1, number 2, 2 number 2 hookups. Same on this one, 2 number 1s. And then in the front on this little stack, I used 2 straps. You know, it weighs less than 8,000 pounds, so 1 strap technically would have done it, but since it's in the front, I did 2 cross straps with pads underneath. And then I got a 2-inch strap going across the front of the pallet there, and I got a friction mat in the front. See, I got my 2-inch strap here just for, and then another friction mat, another 2-inch strap in the back, and another friction mat. So that's it. I'm trying to get in the door before they go on lunch break in about 15 minutes, so I got to get moving. Well, folks, I'm backed into the door, but I guess my unloader's at lunch. So I'm just sitting here waiting. They sent me my next load assignment though, which is going back to Grand Prairie, Texas, which is just a little over an hour from here. Not a bad drive. Should be able to miss the traffic, at least going in. But it's to the Home Depot distribution center that, you know, if you watch my videos, I went there last weekend, or last week, and kind of had a messed up load. This one's supposed to be a preload, so it should be ready, so it shouldn't be a big deal. And then I'll see if I have any time to get home. Probably not, unless I use PC again. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm just waiting for the unloader. And there's 2 other trucks out there waiting also. So when something happens, I'll try to get you some footage. All right, guys, I'm almost unloaded. All I gotta do is put my skid mats up. So I'll try to get you a shot of this guy grabbing off the last stack, but basically it's just a forklift. I may have to move so we can get that last one, actually. I bet I do. So, all right, I'll get back to you.